Alright, welcome guys to a Season 12 Cup game. This is probably the first Season 12 Cup game that is being played. The bracket just went up, so whoa. I guess this is kirlisarmy, so there's that. So yeah, this is for the round of 64. It's going to be Bill kirlisarmy versus Kakita Minto. So on the bottom we'll have Phoenix, and on the top we'll have Crane. And you have 41 and 43 cards in these decks. Let's see what's going on there. So we have Keeper of Air, so he's going Scorpion Splash for Backhanded Compliment, Forged Edict, and I Can Swim, and Mark of Shame. Wow. So Forged Edict is going to be the restricted list card for the Phoenix deck, which means no charge, no Tadaka, no... for some reason, no Against the Waves, even though that is not on the restricted list anymore. I guess he's not running a ton of Shugenja. He's going more for the Dishonor strategy, so he has... Yeah, he actually doesn't have that many Shugenja in this deck. Meddling Mediator, 1 Sukune, 2 Pacifist Philosophers, wow. And then he has his Oracle of Stone as well. I know that he likes that card. Oh, Magnificent Lighthouse, okay. 2 of those. Like, okay. I kind of want to say something about the 41-43. Like, I'm sure I can find a card that is the worst card in this deck. For the 43 conflict deck, I'm sure he would say something like, oh, I'm going for the mill strategy with Oracle of Stone, so I want to have more cards in that deck. But yeah, I don't know, I'm sure there's something that could be cut in both of those. But yeah, let's take a look at the Crane deck. We're seeing 2 Ethereal Dreamers and a Cautious Scout. Magnificent Lighthouse on the Conflict deck. Pretty good. Just puts a Steward of Law on the bottom and discards another Steward of Law, so that's 2 Stewards that we won't be seeing. The Crane deck is also Scorpion Splash. That is for 3 Calling in Favors, 2 Forged Edicts, and 1 Kikuya. Wow, that's an interesting splash. He's also on Keeper of Air. We see a Way of the Crane to honor the Cautious Scout, so I have to imagine that he has a Voice of Honor. Ethereal Dreamers get used on Void and Fire. Unfortunately, Bill is second player here. Just the Stewie and the discard. Yeah, but he also put another one on the bottom. Oh, wait, no, sorry. You're right. We don't get to see which one he puts on the bottom. I thought it said he put his Steward on the bottom, but we don't know what he put on the bottom. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, I think both players want the Void Ring here, so that is what we're going to see the Crane player go for. Ooh, he finds Upholding Authority, not really where you want this Magnificent Lighthouse to land. So you do want that province to break. We do see a defense, though, so 3-3. Ooh, nice. There's a Mark of Shame. I mean, you might have wanted to save that for, like, a bigger target, like the Hotaru or something, but that does get around Voice of Honor. It's going to turn off the Voice of Honor and bring him down to 1 skill. Oh, wow. He counters it with a Soul Beyond Reproach, though, so back up to being honored already. So that's actually a pretty bad trade for Phoenix there, I think, because wasting the Soul Beyond Reproach on a 1 Fate Cautious Scout is not really what you want to do. I guess it does mean he has 1 less Soul Beyond Reproach for a bigger character or something, but being able to trade that for the Mark of Shame is really nice for Crane, I think. It's fine with Scout attacking. Yeah, that's true. Since Scout was attacking the Upholding Authority, it would have been blank. but he defended anyway. We see a bonsai, though. Oh, wow, and an assassinate. Okay, so this is actually a really strong play. So the bonsai brings him up to breaking, and he assassinates that dreamer, so now he's going to void off the other dreamer. Yeah, that is pretty brutal. And he's going to get to break this upholding authority. And since the cautious scout was in there, it's not going to do anything. The other dreamer was used on fire. Okay. So we'll see if he still wants to attack fire here. If he hits, what's the province? Magistrate Station, then that will mean the cautious scout gets to stand back up, but since it has 0 political skill, I don't know if it will really be doing much, other than claiming the favor. Bill is going to pass his first conflict. That's fine. Just wait to. That's a move I like to do usually. Is like if you know you're not going to use your second conflict, just pass your first conflict and force your opponent to decide if they want to do something first before you commit anything. Ooh, yeah, and he does find Magistrate Station, which means, interesting. So he's going for the airing here to get this Keeper Initiate, but he had to go military because of the Crane's stronghold, and that means that this Cautious Scout is going to stand up, and then he'll be able to move it into the conflict now with the favorable ground. And Bill is just going to pass there. It's a shame he didn't use this Dreamer on the airing. I'm actually a little bit unsure why he didn't, but whatever the reason there, that is going to cause him to lose that conflict, and Crane even gets a Keeper of Air Fate, as if that wasn't bad enough. So, yeah, I mean, pretty unfortunate turn there for Phoenix. He's even down 4 Fate after all of that, although he is up 3 cards, I guess. Yeah. Like, all of that, and Crane still has an honored character on the board, is pretty crazy. Let's see. So Phoenix is first player this turn. Gonna play an Asako Diplomat. See what Crane wants to do here. I think playing Hotaru plus the Kalo Delegate seems good. Like, you can maybe play the Kalo Delegate first. I don't know which one you play first. I would kind of want to play the Kalo Delegate first to see what Bill is going to do. Like, if he's just going to... I mean, I think either way Phoenix is going to get the passing fate here, right? Yeah, we do see the Kalo Delegate. Okay, yeah, he just passes right now. So now you can play the Hotaru if you want. Or you could save fate. Nope, gonna play the Hotaru with 1 fate and use that duplicate to bring it up to 2 fate, and still has 5 left, so he actually still has enough to drop a 2 fate political rival if he needs to. And Phoenix, on the other hand, only has this 1 character here. So So we see a military water attack here. So this is going to make this cautious scout defend. Ooh, and we see a feral Ningyo. Okay. So this would be a pretty good win for Phoenix, right? If you win this conflict, you get the Asako Diplomat trigger, and then you can bow the Kalo Delegate. You still, of course, have the Hotaru coming at you, but you're just going to have to deal with that either way. See, Crane doesn't have anything, it looks like. The only reasonable thing he could have here is another Bonsai or an Assassinate on the Diplomat, but we actually see another Feral Ningyo. And that is enough for the break here, which the Crane player is not going to like. We see a Menacing Iron Warrior with 2 Fate, okay. So that brings them back to tied, so the Phoenix player will need... third Ningyo would work. He does have 3 Bonsai in the deck. Bonsai would work. Hasn't played... Okay, he has a Force Shame. That's not quite enough. And it gets Voice of Honored anyways. Okay. Ooh, okay. Is that just... No, it's equal to our lore then, so... the Force Shame wouldn't have prevented that. It still would have been able to use its ability on the Asako Diplomat. But yeah, the Menacing Iron Warrior uses that ability. So now, even if the Phoenix player wins, the Asako Diplomat is not going to get to honor or dishonor a character, which is pretty nice. Feral Ningyos, of course, already used their abilities, so it's not going to do anything to them. Let's see what we have here. We have a... All on Nothing and Censure gets discarded. Seems good. And then on the other side, Calling in Favors and Ornate Fan. So this is one of those situations where it's like, you got your opponent to discard better cards than you discarded, but you could have just put better cards in your deck. Like, All on Nothing is not a good card, right? I don't know. I mean, it's probably kind of pointless to... Like, obviously, Bill kirlisarmy is a really good player, and he's able to make his deck work, but it's definitely unusual. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have to post my stream link anymore because that bot does it. That's nice. So, let's see. So yeah, Phoenix wins that conflict, but he doesn't get the break, which is pretty important there. Hotaru is going to go for a Political Earth, finds Meditations. That's good. Crane is down 6 cards to 10. So getting this Earth, getting the double Earth Ring here, rather, would help out quite a bit. All or Nothing is here to trigger air several times. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, kirlisarmy definitely plays a very unusual deck, but he is able to make it work for him. So you wouldn't see that card in most decks. Oh, it actually draws a card. I didn't know that. I haven't read that card in so long. That makes it not as bad. Yeah, that's not terrible. We do see a oh wow, so Display of Power got voiced, but then there was another Display of Power. And that's going to discard a Political Rival. Wow, so that's actually pretty huge for a Bill here. He ends up spending a bunch of Fate. He's going to spend the last of his Fate for the Seeker of Knowledge here. But not only taking away the double Earth Ring there, but also discarding a Political Rival is a pretty big win. So let's see what this Seeker of Knowledge is going to do. You want the Void Ring here, right? Like, I think you just have to go Void. Yeah, there's no way you go anything other than void. Stream is frozen. Can't see a seeker of knowledge. Have you tried refreshing? Oh yeah, you will get bowed, huh? Yeah, try reloading your page if you can hear that. Yeah, if you don't have a political buff, then you might just have to go fire. Okay, he's just gonna pass this conflict opportunity. That's it's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, usually you can fix those problems by just refreshing. Usually. So Crane is gonna go for the firing. So yeah, I think that was like Seeker of Knowledge. Oh, okay. So this is good actually. You can defend and then shameful. Wait, what? Oh, it's Scout. Yeah, sure, sure. Okay. I always forget about Scout. So Phoenix will at least get the favor, but Crane has broken 3 provinces now. He has Chondro, right? Yeah, he does have Chondro. So flipping like Chondro on this non-broken province would be pretty big brain. What province is that? That is Manicured Garden. Okay. Oh, so close. It's a +2 holding, but not the right one. Forgotten Library. It's always decent. Crane getting Cautious Scout is pretty good, though. Like, if you play that, you can just go military at the Stronghold as your first attack, since it's Rally. We see Meddling Mediator here. I mean, I think Crane has a pretty good shot at just breaking the Stronghold this turn, right? Yeah, we do see the Cautious Scout get played. There's a pass. I don't really know what is left in the Phoenix deck that can actually bring this game back. Yeah, it's probably done. Like, he has so much stuff in the deck that doesn't really help him win conflicts. He has like Supernatural Storm, but he only has 1 Shugenja. He has a couple more 4 Shames, I guess. Mark of Shame. But not really a whole lot. Ooh. Discards Yogo Kikuyo with Magnificent Lighthouse. That's a pretty big brain play. He does have Bonsais and Ornate Fans, I guess. But I don't know. Crane just has so much skill here. Yep, so there's the Cautious Scout going for the Water Ring. So Diplomat defends. There's a Ningyo, okay. So if he wins this on defense, he can trigger the diplomat, which is not bad. And we do see a pass. So yeah, I think you dishonor Hotaru probably. Asami, He can't swim here. The bid dials are the same. I'm not sure about the dishonor on Asami there. Like, he still has 2 Soul Beyond Reproaches in his deck, so you're turning that on. I don't know. Okay, here comes Seeker of Knowledge on the Air Ring. I would go Void here. Because if you go Void, it still has the Air element because of Seeker of Knowledge. So you still would get the Keeper Initiate, and then you could Void someone. I think that's your best shot at winning the game here. But he is going to go for that Air Ring. We see no defense. We'll probably see the Stronghold. Yep, there it is. So Phoenix will win the conflict still thanks to the favor. We see the Phoenix Stronghold here. That's got to be for the Oracle of Stone. Let's see what he finds here. Discards I Can Swim and Display of Power. Yeah, those are both not going to be very useful here probably. Let's see what the Crane player discards. Court Games and Katana, okay. We see another Oracle Stone, alright. But yeah, like I feel like he's just drawing the game out at this point. I don't really see any avenue for Phoenix to win the game. Like even if he somehow survives here. Oh, maybe that's why he was not going Void to play Mono no Aware, but he discarded it, so can't play that now. Like, even if he somehow miraculously survives this turn, Crane is still going to have a big enough board next turn compared to the Phoenix board that I think he's still going to have this. Another Oracle of Stone, okay. That is the third one, right? Yeah. Assassinate and Ornate Fan, okay. And then Calling in Favors and Bonsai. Well, I hope he's found what he's looking for. Okay, there's the Keeper. Still think he should have gone Void Ring there. Still would have gotten the Keeper and you get to void somebody, but probably not going to matter if I had to guess. Oh, he discarded a fan. Yeah, I don't know. Does he run Harmonize? No, no Harmonize. Yeah, if he could get rid of, if he could somehow get rid of 11 conflict cards here, he could just win the game off of 3 backhanded compliments, I guess. But I don't think that's going to happen. We see a 13 political skill conflict. There's an immediate mark of shame. I'm guessing he's saving some cancels here. Okay, so honoring the Seeker of Knowledge actually turns off Voice of Honor, yeah, so now he can safely Forged Edict this. Yep. Cancel that Soul Beyond Reproach. The Crane player has Forged Edicts too, doesn't he? Yeah, he has 2 in his deck, but hasn't seen any yet. Even if he has one in his hand, he couldn't have played it there, though. Oh, that's why he dishonored Asami, because she's a courtier. He was going for the long con of turning off Forged Edict. We see court games to honor a friendly character for the Crane player. Chooses to honor Doji Otaru. Court games to dishonor an opposing character. So the question here is, do you dishonor Hotaru again, or do you honor the Iron Warrior? Chooses to dishonor Menacing Iron Warrior, okay. So winning by 3 here. There's a 4 shame on the Meddling Mediator. That's going to cause her to dishonor. Wow, that's the first 4 shame. Four shame on Hotaru. Gonna dishonor her 4-3 now. I'm assuming we're gonna see another one on the Mediator. Well, you're not breaking now, so you would need another card if you're gonna do that. I really don't know why he didn't go for the Void Ring, though. Like, if all this works out and he survives until next turn, then he'll just be wishing that he went for the Void Ring to kill off one of these characters. Way of the Crane honors Hotaru. See it pass. We're going to see the 4 shame now. Yep, there it is. Does he have another cancel? Ooh, he doesn't have another cancel. So now he needs a conflict character here. Plays a Seeker of Knowledge, okay. There's an Ornate Fan. Ornate Fan. Not sure why you don't play that on the Menacing Iron Warrior or the Asami even. I don't know. Steward of Law. So if he has the third Force Shame now, he can just win, I think. Unless Bill is like, he could still have a cancel potentially. He needs to have an assassinate here, I think. Ooh, he's gonna backhanded compliment himself. We see a pass. He is breaking. If he has the Force Shame in hand, I don't think I would risk it. I think I would just Force Shame. Because you don't know if he's going to top deck an assassinate here. And like, even if this doesn't break, the double Void Ring is going to just destroy Phoenix's board. Ooh, okay, Supernatural Storm. That's only +2. Asami takes an honor. Okay, that is going to be the win for Crane. So yeah, that does mean the double Void Ring here. Again, he should have put the fan on one of the other characters, I think, but oh well. And Phoenix now just has this Keeper Initiate to go for, I guess, Earth. You could go Fire, but I would just go Earth, yeah. With so few cards in both hands. They spent a lot of cards in that conflict. And Crane is out of Fate as well, so... what is this, military? Ooh, okay, and we see a Bonsai. So he is going to break this Magistrate Station. Finally. And then Earth Ring hits a Court Games. So, I mean, it's not over yet, right? Phoenix does go down to 3 honor now. And Crane gets the Imperial Favor as well. Like, just imagine if Phoenix had gone Void, one of these Crane characters would be gone, and the 2 Seeker of Knowledges would both still be here. That would be, like, such a big difference. I really don't know why he didn't do that. Like, I guess double air brings you down to 1. Maybe he was worried about that with the Asami on the board. There's a Tsukune, though. I have to imagine you play her. There are no clouds in the Crane deck, right? Yeah, no clouds. So yeah, I should probably just go ahead and play Tsukune. What does this guy do? I mean, he's not bad, I guess, but yeah, Tsukune I think is just better. Not having the favor, though, is going to be a little bit dangerous. You probably just want to put Tsukune in a military conflict first. Like, maybe you go military fire. Well, actually, he's played all 3 court games already, never mind. Magnificent Lighthouse. I mean, I guess this Magnificent Lighthouse is just going to slowly bring him closer to milling out, but he has enough honor to mill out once. What is the right Crane character, this one? That is Menacing Iron Warrior. It's a conflict character. I know the... Oh, the one he played now? You mean this one? Or this one? This one's Brash Samurai. This one is Kaizen. Not 100% sure. Oh, yeah. Kakita Kaizen. He's the duelist guy. Whoops. With the ability that is very long but doesn't do anything. He has the duelist trait, though. Which will be important pretty soon. Wow, Crane's spending all of their fate here. And Bill bids 1 as well, so Crane's going to drop to 4 honor. Yeah, like his stats are decent, and Crane is lacking in military, so he's pretty good, even though the ability rarely does anything. And since he is a duelist, he's going to get another little boost pretty soon. With the new stronghold and the dojo. Okay, so we see a military fire with the Keeper Initiate, it looks like. He still has a 4 shame, right? Yeah. So I would be worried about a 4 shame on Sukune. Finds Upholding Authority. That's a really good hit, actually, with only 1 military skill. Because now you just get... Okay, he's going to defend with the Brash Samurai. So you get the Fade off the ring, you force him to defend. Seems like a win. And now you're just going to, as Phoenix, you're just going to try to defend whatever Crane can do here. And then Crane only gets 2 attacks, so there will be 2 rings left for Tsukune at the end of the turn. I imagine those will be water and air, which is not really great, but at least you keep him honored pressured if he doesn't go for air. And he is running out of cards in his conflict deck here. Hey Bill, how's it going? It's been a while since we had cup games to stream. Yeah, so that's going to be it for that conflict. Honor on Brash Samurai. Yeah. Yeah, we got to play a lot of games. Wow, so I heard about this. Kaza versus Jokingly in the round of 64. That's going to be a pretty crazy matchup there. Yeah, another Oracle probably this turn. What else can he play with his Stronghold? Storm does nothing. Can't play that, it's a reaction. Yeah, so that's the only card he can actually play with his Stronghold right now, so probably going to see another one of those. Like, he just wants to play one of those every turn, right? Next turn, Crane. If he plays one this turn, Crane will be at 5 cards in deck. And then if he plays one next turn, it'll be 3 minus whatever he draws. So Backhanded Compliment is actually like... Oh, he does have a Sami. Well, you don't care about that. But Backhanded Compliment, not only do they lose an honor, they also draw cards. So if you're trying to mill them out, wins via mill. Yeah, Bill's win condition here is just to survive, basically. If he can somehow survive... I think he just needs to survive this turn, pretty much, actually, because he has a pretty sizable Fate lead. He has a Tsukune on board who's not going to be clouded, and a lot of the Crane board is going to be clearing out. So I think as long as he survives this turn, he should have a pretty good shot at winning. Four from Lighthouse, or 4 from Oracles, 1 from Lighthouse, 1 from Backhanded, 1 from Draw. That's only 7, though. He needs 1 more. That wouldn't actually mill him. But yeah, he does still have to survive this turn. Crane conflict discard. Yeah, sure. So we've seen all 3 court games. How many weigh the crane? 2 weigh the crane. Yeah, you do have to actually draw once you have 0 in your deck. We saw the Kikuya already. That got discarded off of a lighthouse, actually. Just 1 rival, I guess. How many rivals is he running? 2 rivals. So there is another rival. I believe we've seen both Stuarts, though. So we see military air. Interesting. Yeah, 0 fate, so anything with fate cost is irrelevant. That is correct. How many bonsais is he's played both of his bonsais. What does he actually have that costs 0 fate? I guess he has Forged Edicts, 2 of those. But no courtiers. So 1 way the crane. 1 katana. Well, if he has Calling in Favors, he can't play it. I don't know what he's thinking about here. Yeah, I think it would just be the Way of the Crane and the Katana that he can play. And he could play For Shame if he has Asami in the conflict. Which he doesn't. So yeah, I think you just defend this with Sukune. Like, you have to defend, right? Oh yeah, that's true. He can Kaizen home. So if he does that, he doesn't have a whole lot of political skill, is the only problem. Here comes the Stronghold. So it kind of hurts to play the Stronghold here because you're giving Crane 2 more cards to look at, which means he might pull that Way of the Crane that he's probably looking for. But yeah, we could see the Kaizen move home with the duel, and then Menacing Iron Warrior move home with the favorable grounds, and then he has 4 political skill, so he would still need Way of the Crane or a fan. He has 1 fan left. Yeah. Discards Calling in Favors and Forged Edict. Pretty good. Yeah, so like you're letting Crane discard 2 dead cards here and pick up 2 more. Bill is going to discard, well, he discards 2 dead cards as well, Supernatural Storm and Forged Edict. So I guess that's kind of a wash. Ooh, okay, we see Assassinate Uncautious Scout. Oh, he had a Voice of Honor. Oh no. Yeah, that was the 3rd Voice of Honor. Wow. Let's see, does he have anything else? We see a Feral Ningyo, hard casted with 1 fate. He does have 1 bonsai left, but probably doesn't have that in his hand. Yeah, if he had done the correct play on the Void Ring the previous turn, I think he would actually be completely fine here. Ooh, wow, he moves Asami in, so I think that means he's going to For Shame now. And I don't know what Bill can do about that. Yep, there's the For Shame, so that's going to bow her. And now he's winning by 6, so Phoenix would need 2 more skill here, and I don't know. He has 0 fate. Yeah, so he's going to pass. So that is going to be the game. The stronghold breaks and Crane wins. So yeah, the Void Ring play there definitely would have made a difference. I imagine you just Void Asami, so he wouldn't have been able to force shame this turn. He still could have won, but yeah. Definitely a good fight from Phoenix there. So Kakita Minto wins the game. He will move on to the top 34. And the next game in the bracket is also Crane versus Phoenix. So he'll either have a mirror match or another Phoenix to play against. But yeah, that's going to be it for this game, it looks like. So that was the first game of the Season 12 Discord Cup. Hopefully we'll get some more good games coming up soon. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.